That's just life. That's just reality. Drag it. Go, go, go. Use your muscles. Yeah.
Wow.
Strong.
Jeez.
Hello guys. How are you doing? Let's turn this AC down. I forgot to do that, so you guys can actually hear me. We are going to be getting into some cleaning today because while we have done some cleaning and nesting, I need to get the ball rolling, guys. I need to get the ball rolling because as of this week, I'm in my 3rd trimester, which is just crazy. I don't know how the time has gone by. Actually, I do, because I've been sick and tired, so that's where it's gone. But a little bit of energy right now, so we are going to get on it, and we're starting with the car. I actually already got out the car seat, cleaned it out of any toys and whatnot. Wasn't too bad, but I did find tons of little treasures that William found at the park, which always brings so much stinking sand. And then I wiped down what I could, and now we are on our way to the car wash. Normally Will would wash my car at home, but we're just so busy right now. I'm like, you know what, let me just go pay $10 or whatever for a car wash, get it done there, and then use their super duper vacuums that they have, because there are definitely some crumbs happening. But the main reason I wanted to go there for their vacuums and not just use our little shop vac, which I would normally do at home, is because the other day when we were on our way home from the grocery store, we actually saw a little dog running in the road, and we pulled over. There was no collar, but it was on a really busy road and we were worried about it. This guy rode by on his bike and was like, hey, I know where that dog lives. I've been trying to catch him for the past hour. And we're like, okay, give us the address. We'll just put the dog in our car, because there's no collar, so you have nothing to like hold on to. So we put the dog in our car and returned him home, which so thankful that that guy drove by on a bike, because we wouldn't have been able to do anything. But it was a German Shepherd and got my car just completely dog hairy. So that is why we are vacuuming and cleaning the car today and not a little closer to baby. And because I was already out, I decided to stop by Lowe's and get a carpet cleaner, which is something that I've wanted to buy for a very long time. All right, let's see if we can figure this out semi-quickly, because I know I can figure it out, but if there's like a million pieces, I'm just gonna wait so Will can help me, because my toddler free time is limited. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought this because we rent one every so often for like $40, and I had a gift card that we had forgotten about, and then it was on sale, so I literally spent like $15 after the sale of the gift card. So it's gonna pay for itself. It is like the smallest, lightest version, so it's not gonna do like huge rooms on one little tank of water, but all the reviews were good. They said it was easy to use, worked well. They just had to change the water out, which fine, whatever. I, especially pregnant, will be doing small sections. That's another reason I wanted to buy this and not rent one for $40, because you have 24 hours, and I just can't see myself carpet cleaning the entire house. Well, we don't have that much carpet, but we have 3 rugs and then the 2 bedrooms. That just seems like a long day, and then we have wet carpet for my toddler to run over. I'd rather just like do a rug one day, do a bedroom a different day, And now I have this forever. Okay, it doesn't look too hard. Should I wait for Will though? That is the question. That is the question. I might wait for Will, just because I know I can use my time a little more wisely. So I think for the rest of the day, my goal is just to do the dining room, which, isn't like a crazy intricate room, but I want to get down, like scrub the baseboards, do the blinds, like literally deep clean it. If you guys see all these little, not holes, because we'll patch the holes from when this canvas used to hang here. I'm actually getting rid of that canvas and finally putting up some family pictures, because guys, I used to be a photographer and like we have barely any photos around our house. I don't know. I just never did it. So I just have to decide how big I want the pictures, because I have two sets of 3 frames in my Amazon cart. I just don't know if I want the 11 by 14 size or the size bigger. I'm thinking the size bigger and have like 3. I don't know. I might use painter's tape and tape it out later and you know, see what it looks like, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. I'm gonna get to cleaning so I can do as much as I can before William gets home. But also Will's gonna be hanging curtains on this window. I've been debating it for literally since we moved in. Well, we're doing it. And they're the curtains that used to be in the living room, but we took those down and we got our new doors. So that's about it. Let's get to cleaning. I started out by just clearing off all the shelves and the table, and I took my plant outside out of the pot and just gave it a little spray with water. I do water and wipe down the leaves for dust often, but sometimes I like to do it this way to make sure I don't miss anything. Plus, it's an easy way to dust my plant stand, just rinse it with water. And then I just left them outside to dry while I headed back inside to give everything a good wipe down. Starting with the high chair, which William doesn't even use anymore. He likes to sit at a big chair now, but I do like to keep the high chair out for when we have our friends come over. So I was just getting that a good wipe down. And then I started on our chairs, which this first one was definitely the roughest, because this is the one that William has been using at dinner, and boy oh boy didn't need a wipe. But I just went through each chair and scrubbed from top to bottom. Don't worry, I won't make you sit through all 6 chairs, but afterwards I went ahead and did the table as well and just tried to get into every little nook and cranny to get the dust, whatever food my toddler threw, you know, get everything off. And it honestly made a huge difference in how everything looked, and it kind of shocked me because I wipe it down, I maintain it, but there was definitely more in the little creases than I recalled. And you could thank William for that great little segue there. But Will actually ended up working super late this night, so he was just kind of chilling on the couch, eating his dinner. And William and I put together the vacuum. I don't know what I was thinking earlier. This was so easy to put together. It was literally 4 pieces. And the thing that took me the longest was waiting for William to let me see each part. So it was a pretty easy, painless process. And then I got back into cleaning after dinner when the boys were playing. I started with the blinds, which, guys, I was shocked at how dirty these were. You can't really tell in the video just because of the lighting. I guess if you look really close once I get like halfway through, so keep an eye, but these were so dusty. I was appalled, honestly. I think it's because I have the blinds open most of the day and then just lower them at the nighttime, and I just don't notice it because of that. And when I'm cleaning the dining room, I don't look at the blinds because they're closed. But yeah, you can kind of see it now. It was really dusty, so I'm glad I marked this off the list. I did end up cleaning the window itself and the windowsill and all that the next morning. I figured I could see what I was doing more in the sunlight and make sure I got everything. But this was the most tedious, annoying, so annoying, the most annoying task I've done. Not even this day, just literally in the past month probably. But I'm glad it is over. And then I went ahead and cleared the room of the chairs and tables. Don't worry, I did not carry anything too heavy. Will did most of the work with the table. I literally just guided it. I don't even think it left the floor. But then I gave the floor a good sweep, and it was mostly just sand, but it was definitely needed. And then I went through and cleaned all the baseboards and just dusted them up, made sure everything was squeaky clean, and then gave it a good old mop before unraveling the rug again, which I didn't take a clip, but I did vacuum the rug, so don't you worry about that. And then I grabbed our new carpet cleaner and got to work. And as you can see here, the rest of the family was intrigued and became involved. But this actually did a pretty good job of cleaning the carpet, and this was probably the dirtiest carpet in the whole house. because when I normally would carpet clean, I kind of skipped over this one a couple times, I'm pretty sure, just because out of sight, out of mind. I don't know. It's just like the blinds in this room, I guess. So glad I'm getting it done, but I did like this carpet cleaner. It's small and light, easy to use. I do wish that clean water tank was a little bigger, which it makes no sense because there's room for it, but whatever. It got the job done, and the carpet looked pretty good at the end. Just a couple little stains here and there, which I am going to try and spot clean. And let's just not talk about how gross that water is. It makes me want to do another round. Alright, so it is a different day, and if you are new here, this is what my toddler's room looks like. The baby will be sharing a room with him in the future, so we're going to kind of prep it in the coming weeks. This is a whole big pile on our guest bed of all the baby stuff I got out of storage, clothes, bassinet, all the things I need to go through. In his closet, we have some storage up top, and then all his books and stuffed animals. The other closet is other storage. Drag it. Go, go, go. Use your muscles. Yeah.
Wow.
Strong.
Jeez.
So we started out just by clearing the closet as a family. You know, the toddler helped as much as a toddler helps, and you'll see this evolution as we go along. But we're moving his smaller dresser into the closet and then going to build a new bigger one just for some extra storage, since there will be 2 in here, and it's not 100% necessary, but we decided to do this so it's not super cramped and just easier to function.
Good job.
Perfect timing.
All right.
Daddy's gonna move your dresser in there. I'm just gonna leave all his clothes in there for now, and then do that a different day probably. And then one of those little cubies on the other side, just because we have 1,010 books. Okay, I feel like that works. And you can still fit in the corner, huh? Just barely. And then we just started moving the rest of the furniture around, giving it a good vacuum and tidy, because you know there were some toys behind that chair. And William seemed to really like when we moved his bed around. He was intrigued and honestly played in it the whole next week, honestly. So, and what the heck? He's showing you the toys. I thought that was the cutest thing ever. I did not realize that even happened until I was editing this. But William got his tools and got right to work even before Dad did. But Will was just unboxing all of the parts to the dresser, and then I was kind of looking at the instructions and setting up the first couple steps. And that's kind of how Will and I have always built things. I look at the instructions, set up the steps, get him whatever hardware and pieces he needs so he can physically do the task. Obviously, if he needs more hands, I can help. In this case, William was such a big help, as you can see. But now with a toddler, I am also not only on instructions duty, but I'm on make sure no one touches the tools or, you know, grabs a screw. And also I'm the entertainment crew. So we were coming up with different toys that we could play with in this area because he wanted to be right next to us. And it worked out really well, honestly, until it just got too crazy and we had to clean up all the toys and, you know, refocus. And everything was really good until we just all we were done. We got about halfway through, but we were just done on this day. How'd you get in there? Did you climb?
Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
Hello guys, we are in the boys' room, kind of in a weird spot because the room is all discombobulated at the moment. But we're just gonna sit here, have a little chit chat because I'm not gonna lie, the past couple days have been a little rough. It's been a little rough over here. So to give you guys a little rundown, William was just not behaving for a couple days there, and we just felt like it went from 0 to 100, like just not listening, hitting, just all the things, all the toddler things. And at first we're like, is he not sleeping well? Like, does he need more sleep? Does he need more to eat? What's going on here? But all in all, we just think it's a phase and it's just toddler life. But just going from like this to this was hard. Hopefully we're coming down from that and like equalizing a bit, but we'll see. I'm not going to jinx it. Knock on some wood here. But it was rough. So there was a couple days of that, and then we woke up on a Saturday morning. We're all like refreshed a little bit. We are ready to tackle the weekend. We literally had pretty much the whole weekend to just build our dresser. I was going to organize all the clothes for the baby. I was going to clean some stuff. I was going to literally just nest all weekend, pretty much. Well, we woke up Saturday morning and we woke up to a fridge leak. So that was fun. Thankfully, Will's dad was already on his way over to help Will with something else to fix. So we got the fridge leak fixed without hiring anyone, which we really thought we were gonna have to hire someone. It was gonna be like a couple $100s, but they ended up going to Lowe's, figuring it out for like $20. So I'm so thankful that was the outcome, but it just took up our whole day and was just a bummer, especially because we had just ordered our dishwasher that had been leaking. So we just got a new dishwasher literally yesterday. But so like the dishwasher and the fridge, there's also, we had to fix a hole in our ceiling, which that's a whole nother story. Just, it's fine. It's fixed pretty much now. It's like 90% fixed. But yeah, so then it was just, it had already been a long couple days, but I'm like, we still need to at least start this dresser. So as you saw, we started the dresser and it went well up to a point, up to what you guys saw. It just, we were all hungry, tired. It was just done. The day was done. We dealt with the fridge all day and then the dresser. So that's where we stand now in this room. I'll show you guys really quick, but we just have the dresser facing backwards so William doesn't climb it like a ladder because there are no drawers in it. But while we were putting it together, we had skipped a step. Let's just say that. Probably because we were distracted because, you know, toddlers. And instead of properly working backwards, fixing it, and then, you know, working back through our steps, Will's like, I can just bend it. Well, you know, I was like, please don't, please don't. Well, we did. It snapped. So there's a small crack. Of course, it's in the front piece. Fun. And I'm like, well, should I call the people, see if we can get a replacement piece? Will's like, no, we'll just kind of glue it and like paint over it. I don't know. It's not going to be the end of the world, but it's frustrating because it's like the one new thing we're probably going to buy for the baby, like this baby. And it is now broken before it's even fully built. So it was just very frustrating, especially coming off of those last couple days. And then like, I just feel like every time I get a step forward, I take 2 steps back, like something breaks. And that's just home ownership. That's just life. That's just reality, but it still sucks. Anyway, on a lighter note, I guess, I'm contemplating not having the dresser where it is. So I like the thought of it under the sun and then having each bed, like Will's toddler bed and then the baby's bed or crib on the other side. So they're, you know, the most space apart as we can, even though they're gonna be in the same room, wake each other up. I already know that's gonna be a thing, but you know, we're doing our best by keeping them apart. But just where William's bed is, there's no outlet, and to right now to have his blah blah blah, I can't think, his baby monitor and like all that, it just seems like cords are everywhere. And I don't know, I can buy the little case that goes over the outlets for when you have stuff plugged in, and then the little cord protector sealer thing that attaches to the wall. Do you know what I'm talking about? So you can't tug on it. I don't know the names. I can do all that. It's just like, do I care enough? Do I want to do that? And the sun has a little gap from where the dresser is to the sun where it's not a big deal, but it would bug me. So I would definitely want to grab my yellow paint, which I think I have some left over, and paint that in. So it's like, do I want to deal with the cords and the paint, or do I just want to rearrange the room and pretty much have the same setup as we used to? The dresser will just be bigger under the window. So like it would probably honestly come up to like right here instead of having space in between. So I don't know. I don't really know what we're going to do about that. I'm going to get this dresser built and then decide. So in the next vlog, we'll definitely be doing more nesting because I am on the nesting kick. I just, like I said, have been having some roadblocks, and I don't want to say a breakdown, but like on the verge of a breakdown of like, I'm in my 3rd trimester and I just feel so behind, even though I was nowhere near this like progressed when I was pregnant with William, because I hadn't even had my baby shower yet, which is like when we did everything. We did everything after the baby shower. So let's see, I had my baby shower the end of August. So I only had a month and a half until I gave birth. Then we literally painted this room, built all the furniture, organized everything, did everything in the month and a half at 8 and 9 months pregnant. So I don't know why I'm stressed out right now. Maybe just because I'm a lot more tired, a lot slower, a lot bigger, and I have a toddler. So things don't get done as quick. But I'm going to wrap this up so I can get on with some more stuff that I got to get done. And I'll see you guys all next time. Hopefully in a little bit of a better mood. Hopefully you guys are in a better mood than I am. I just have to reboot. I just have to reboot. Like I'm almost like, can I just go drive to Dunkin' and get a decaf coffee and like feel a little bit of relaxed? But I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from doing all that. So I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys.